Well, no, some people have, like.
But this way, he wasn't British.
You can have.
You know, I don't think he was from these parts.
Right. But some people have poor circulation in the lower limbs, and they just needs to be macho. I don't know.
Okay, should we see how long it is before I
Yeah, go on then.
start the clock? Oh, my no.
How long until the first shouting?
Outrage.
Yeah.
It's an outrage.
It's an outrage. Yeah.
Get a bus through there, mate. No.
Oh, that counts. No, that counts. That counts. That counts.
It counts, does it?
That counts.
Oh, okay. Well, 40 seconds then. Oh, dear, oh lordy. No point in trying, really, is there?
Oh dear.
So yes, I'm still interested. It's interesting, isn't it, how you hear snippets of news, like the whole thing with Global. I'm hopeful that it goes ahead. I am also a little bit confused as to the partial removal of the China Southern livery. Okay, all right, yeah. And apparently it's, well, they say maintenance. It's continuing on with maintenance in what was it?
B-E-J-A.
Behar, or whatever, yeah.
I don't know.
But that's at High Fly's location, isn't it?
Cabin refit.
Cabin refit, and that I guess you could put that down to maintenance. But hey, look, she's it looks like she's. Excuse me. Getting you up. Looks like she's. If they're going that far to do cabin refit and full, I just don't like that livery, man. I know I keep going on about it, but it's very sort of like school project livery, isn't it? Like, you know.
Well, let's see when it's actually fully.
And why are you calling it global as well?
I know. I think that reflects his ambition. Maybe.
Potentially, yeah.
We'll see.
Yes, we will see. So I'm going to speak to the guys up at ARD, folks, and I've just come up with it literally in the last couple of minutes.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, yeah. I'm going to suggest that they might have a as seen on Big Jet TV, or as used on Big Jet TV.
As seen on is pretty.
As seen on Big Jet TV, yeah. But as used, as held, as fingered by Jet. Well,
Jerry!
It's not that way, but fingers on there, fingers on the planes.
Just stop before you dig a bigger hole.
As fingered by Jerry. Easy.
Even touched is wrong.
Well, no, I mean.
That's just weird.
Well, didn't some bloke say once they're going to get my fingerprints and create a
bit? No, something like, did somebody ask for a piece of your hair or something like? It's like.
Send you some of Charles's if you like, but you ain't getting any of mine. My hair is secret. Mind you, I must get it cut now. Probably keep the whole of an entire village warm with the.
As seen on Big Jet TV, it's fine. Trust me.
Mate, you need to indicate a little bit earlier than that, son. Sorry. Bleeding idiot. Look at him holding everyone up, look, in the middle of the road.
Aircraft did it.
Hey?
Should we start again? Think a bit south.
Well, on 09s, aren't they? Well, they're on 09s, aren't they? Is that the
They are.
sim people?
Wait a minute, let me just, we're still...
Okay.
Oh, man. Okay. I think, therefore I am. It's hard to read figures upside down. 6362. I think for now we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, carry on.
Carry on road trip. Yeah. So, all set for Japan, really.
Yeah, all set for
End of
Japan.
next week, isn't it?
Yeah, week tomorrow.
A week tomorrow. Oh my god. So we'll have to obviously figure out what we're going to do about a show on
Yeah.
the weekend
Do it on
show.
Saturday,
Do it on
probably.
Saturday, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
See where we're at, what we're doing, and all that malarkey. Oh, that Choppity, yeah.
Yeah.
Those two youngsters that accepted in the.
Was that an old show that you were watching?
No, not really. It was,
Okay.
I mean.
So why?
Well, actually,
I
it's
thought-
funny you should say that, because there was another article on my Google feed this morning about another fella who got investment from Sarah Davies. He said it was 2005.
Yeah, well, what I mean is, like, this company's established now, and it doesn't make sense that they'd be.
Well, he pulled. They pulled out of the deal with Peter Jones.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Qatar 350.
It's very expensive for what it
Yes.
is. I think. Choppy.
Well, it depends if you're a social mediaite.
Yeah, but there's apps that do what the Dammer doesn't.
Well, I'd like to see that.
Well, just search
Because
them on
there's
your
a proper.
phone.
If I thought all my plots said when I saw
No,
it.
I think it is.
Yeah, I
You need to go and have a look at it. It is only suitable for people talking into a camera.
Or a podcast. When I say a podcast, I'm talking about a video podcast. Each other, you know, it can split the screen and do all those kind of funky things.
Nah.
But well,
No.
okay.
Well, Jerry, right?
Is that new?
It says.
Is that new? That
It's what-
McDonald's advert for the roundabout there, Jilly? Did you see
I
that?
did see it. I don't know if it's new.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
It said there was multiple templates, but I paid for the.
Yeah, 80 bloody quid, wasn't it?
No, I went.
Oh, it's 24 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went for the
cheapo thing, yeah.
and it says 9 templates, but there was no templates that would load. So I don't know
okay.
what that was about. I think you have to create your own template. I'm not sure, but it was very basic.
I messaged
You
them
couldn't
anyway.
change. You couldn't change the size of the logo, only the position.
Yeah, I sent them an email.
I sent them.
Karen at
when I
BigJet.tv.
when I cancelled it, I explained why. It just does not work for us whatsoever.
No.
I uploaded like over an hour-long video for it to clip, and all it clipped was half your PTC. And because you were talking about Virgin Atlantic, it kept bleeping Virgin out.
Did it?
Yeah, I've uploaded it to YouTube for you to see.
No way. It bleeped it out.
Yeah,
We don't want that.
it bleeped it out.
Ridiculous. Bloody ridiculous.
And it's not simple.
No.
It takes ages for the video
To load up.
to load up, and that was
So
just
their
an hour's
servers are
long.
probably quite
You've only got
feeble.
Yeah, and I kept getting errors. Oh,
Right.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see
Didn't see what?
the dead fox.
Oh, it's
I
been
didn't
there a
see it.
while, man. It's been there.
I still didn't see it. For the price, I was expecting a lot more.
Hey, I don't know if anybody knows, but apparently, and I don't know if this is it's actually in use yet, but Heathrow, Nats in particular, have changed the glide slope spacing in order that they can get more aircraft.
Yeah.
So in other words, you know, they've reduced the spacing in some cases with the smaller aircraft, and even with the bigger aircraft, you know, because you can't really dictate, unless it's a very quiet day, you can't dictate who follows an A380, whether it's a 777 or an A319,
Yeah.
you know.
And this is based off they're using AI, aren't they, to
Yes, they
analyse
are indeed.
data.
Yes. Very clever. That is amazing. Artificial intelligence in the space of 6 months, mate, has
It's blown up.
it's blown up, man. It really has blown up. What are you doing, mate?
How long, Nick?
Yeah.
Nick's been timing. He said you've gone 11 minutes without an
For
instant.
these people, mate.
Jinxed
For
him.
these people. I seriously wonder about the legitimacy on the road. A bit like those PIA pilots. Come on, mate. Off we go.
Not everybody.
Come on, son. Get him. That's it.
Not everybody drives at your pace or lives at your
Well,
pace.
it's
You're
a shame,
very,
innit?
very.
We'd get a lot more done if they did. Speed limit's there for a reason, isn't it? Uh-oh. LFB going in the tunnel. It's never a good thing, is it? I hope the front of that 380 doesn't fall off one day. I must be honest, I am quite intrigued to I wish I could sort of like, you know, speak to somebody and look at the blueprints of the A380, okay? The upper floor deck is definitely not part of the superstructure in terms of the ribs, etc, etc. As far as I'm aware, I don't think it's you know, when in a house where you have a load-bearing wall, yeah?
Yeah.
A load-bearing wall is one where you can't take that wall out because
Yes.
the bleeding house will fall down.
Correct.
So you have to put supports in there whilst you put a steel in there, like
Yeah.
a steel RSJ or whatever. And then you can take the supports out, and then you've got an open plan downstairs or whatever. I don't know if the upper deck floor structure is a load-bearing structure. If it isn't, then by golly gosh, can you put a big piece of cargo in there?
Oh, it's moved.
Yeah,
It's moved.
yeah.
It's moved and the table's
Yeah.
moved. What is that about?
Yeah, someone goes out there for his lunch, his or her lunch. don't they?
Yeah, probably. Likes to be with the roundabout.
Bob from
Roundabout spotter.
packaging. Yeah, so I'm not going to let go on that, mate. I'm not going to let go on it. I'd love to speak to a structural engineer who has worked on the A380 project, and whether or not it's amazing, I have to say again, the tolerances that they work to of the body of an aeroplane being made in one part of the world and another part being made in another part of the world. They come together in Toulouse and they join incredibly within microns. I wonder if that bloke's going to be in there today, because he had his what's he studying? Aero engineering and
rocket propulsion or something.
Propulsion, or yeah, something like that. Very, very interesting subject. But by God, when he showed me those equations, mate.
They were equations. But...
Oh, were they not? See, I don't know. What were they then?
He did say to you.
Mathematical, worky-outy things.
It wasn't math. They weren't maths. It was.
You know, they draw on a 40-foot. They draw on a 40-foot chalkboard, 40 foot by 10 foot, with ladders and everything. Start off in the top left with if X equals Y, then how is Y? What is the property of Y and all that kind of thing? And they end up writing all these things on the board and everything, and then right down the bottom right-hand corner,
answer is X
equals X or something like that. What is the point in all that? Or 1 equals 1. It's just amazing that Einstein, innit? It's all that stuff, man. I mean, the theatre of
was you going to say the theory of dreams? Theory of relativity.
Relativity, yeah. But that alone, in terms of its working out, it's like, how did it even start? It does make your head hurt, man. He can't have got much sleep, could he? Waking up at 3 in the morning. Oh, hold on a minute. No, it's 3. I missed the 3 out. Hold on a minute. Where are you going, Albert? I've got to go downstairs and put this number 3 in. Well, hurry up, because I want to get to sleep. So, yeah, we might even have a little bit more height on the van, because I've spoken to a specialist company, did a little bit more research last night, spoke to a specialist company based in Bournemouth that lifts vans. You can get a 3-inch, a 5-inch, and I'm probably going to go for 5-inch, I'd imagine. I don't need any more than that, otherwise I look like a monster truck.
Oh, I'm with you. I just understood what you meant.
Yeah, not a flipping lift, like, you know.
I'm like, is he getting that old already?
Yeah. No, it's not that. I'm not getting a lift in the back of the van for crying out loud.
I thought you meant a lift up to the roof.
No, they lift the suspension.
Yeah, I get it now. I get it when you said that.
So you've got a big load of clearance between
you didn't explain. You just said, and then you started ringing them, and I was like, okay, yeah. You're getting a lift installed already. Bloody hell.
Getting a lift. Turn up at the Renaissance with a flipping Stanner stair lift, like the big circular one that comes out.
Well, you know, like when we've talked in the past, we've kind of joked about it, haven't we?
Yeah,
that's how I was like, okay.
Look at this. You could have gone in the other lane, mate. Really?
Why would they? Just wait.
Could have gone in the other lane.
My.
2 lanes there, man. They all go into the same place.
I wonder how many people are born every year that have 0 patience. Do you know the way I see it is you're meant to be where you're meant to be.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
So basically, I would end up having the same kind of clearance as I would do with my normal stock wheels / tyres on the stock van.
what's Jerry's rush? It's Jerry.
Yeah. Even if I'm
Captain
early, I'm
Chaos.
still in a rush.
Yeah.
I'd rather get there and sit there and wait than sitting in all this stuff. Love it though. I love it. I love the traffic, you know. Shall I tell that joke that I told yesterday? About the 3 elderly gentlemen in the nursing home.
Go on then.
And they're just sitting there in the morning having a chat. And they were talking about, you know, what they remember from when they were previously in the nursing home. And the first one says, "Oh, I tell you, I yearn for those days when I can't, it's gone in it. The days of having a really nice long wee, you know, having a wee that you know, you could just like, you know, savour and without having to squeeze and its little driplets and stuff like that."
Squeeze.
And they're like, and the other ones are, "Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean." He says, I tell you what, I remember those lovely days when, not so much lovely, but I remember those days when I used to have a nice, I used to sort of like almost prepare for it, because it was such a wonderful time when I have a big poo, you know, like a nice big poo, like no problems at all, and you know, like mouth, you know, like just nice, you know, a feeling of accomplishment when you've finished, you know, and the third one says, he says, "Oh well, you know, so I don't have any of those problems." They're like, "Oh yeah," he says, "Yeah, I regular as clockwork, 7:30 every morning. You know, I have a lovely long wee and everything, and you know, and then a couple of minutes later, a nice big poo and everything." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, you're lucky, aren't you?" He says, "Yeah, no, not really." He says, "Because I don't get up till 9:30.
That's terrible. It's the worst joke I've ever heard.
It's not really. It's all right, you know, but you know, I'm not brilliant at telling jokes. As you can probably imagine. Oh, mate, come on, man. What are we waiting for here? Come on! Bloody hell, mate! Put me off my stride now, yeah.
Oh,
I'll get
sorry.
me coat.
Oh dear. Yeah, stick to your day job.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know how long it will take, but these guys in Bournemouth will be able. See, that's what it would look like. Oh, that's
Oh, crikey.
What's this crazy doing? Is he trying to? I mean, what do you want to do then, mate? You want to?
It's a bus. What, the
No,
bus?
not him. The geezer
Oh.
behind me.
his driving just reflects what everybody drives like down here.
Every man for himself, mate.
Yeah, it's...
Didn't realise that. Was it William the Conqueror? William the Conqueror. He.
Yes, Jerry always wears a seatbelt. You have to. It's the law.
For God's sake. It's quite an interesting bit of history with York. The York, that
thing.
You know, the
walls.
the wall,
The bar walls.
at the
The bar walls,
and the last little bit of the castle. There's a bit of castle there as well, isn't there?
There's a few little bits around the bar walls.
There were more coins buried in the grounds inside the castle walls. Where are you going?
Do you know
than anywhere in the whole of the south of England, but by people burying their coins because he was coming north and he basically here we go.
Do you know it's still legal to shoot a man with a bow and arrow from the bar walls?
It was called he basically pillaged the whole of the north of England. It was the whole of the north. He sent out his troops and basically wrecked all the crops, and there was a huge famine. And but that's why all those people's coins were not claimed, because they never get in there.
Never actually did go to there. I've said it before. I never actually did go to the Railway Museum.
Railway Museum?
In York.
That's a shame, because your old man worked on the railways.
Yeah, exactly. I'd had my fill of trains by the time I was 10. I've not seen enough, thanks. Google it though, EGPX. Google it.
What's that?
It's about shooting someone with a bow and arrow from the bar walls in York.
You're still allowed to do it?
Nobody does, obviously, but yeah, it's one of them quirky facts. Okay. When you grow up in York, all you do for school trips is go to museums.
Yeah, that's cool though. I always used to get a bad stomach the day before I went on a road trip and went on a school trip.
Oh!
For some reason. Excitement, I think. I guess.
I guess. Yeah. Right. Here we go.
Got any?
Not yet. Oops. There. Okay.
You alright? See me, my sleek black cage. It's cool, isn't it? Can't really pick it up. So those boards, these boards here, they're on straps. Undo the straps, get the boards, put them up on that second one, and then, Jilly, here, these are the extensions. That pops in the top there, gives me that much more height. they're the side rails. It's quite simple. Only took me 2 years.
Okay, we will meet you inside. That's not the right place. Hello.
Hello,
It is
how you
us.
doing?
Hello. Nice to see you here.
Nice to see you every day.
Every day, pretty much.
This is different.
Nice.
i300 a trailer software. By our classics.
What's the reason for the door being open then?
We've just been into
I'm gonna put this down so I've got a spare hand.
the calf, so she'll simply smell of
Oh,
the calf.
that's nice.
Me and Paul.
Shosha, I was going to say we should speak to Paul about this. About
You want
possibly.
all of it?
What, no. What we should do? I've done it. I've done the show last night on
Yeah.
the 990
That's great.
but
Yes.
you should have a little sort of like dedicated shelf area. Not that you've got any spare shelf area, but
Jerry's model.
no. As seen on Big Jet TV,
Yeah.
you know.
We're going to put on those places.
Yeah,
All
maybe,
caravels,
you know,
caravels and
so people can buy models that were seen on Big Jet TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, just an idea.
Yeah, no,
But
why
what
not?
was amazing was when you put that A321 up against a Convair C990.
What's the relation? What's the? I saw one of them in Gatwick with that colour scheme. No titles. American
Really?
registered. Yeah.
American registered. When did you see that?
When was it? Late 70s.
Oh, blimey, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause Spantax had a load. didn't
Yeah.
they?
The last
But
one
the-
I saw was a Spantax one. But
Yeah.
that would have been
Current,
about-
they're
I think
990s.
they were 990s. That
Yeah,
one,
81,
with the but I think that Spantax bought up almost all of them
All
and
the
operated them
silver.
down to Palma, didn't they?
They did. The reg
All
was
the silver.
November 880 Juliet Tango as well.
Because that's an 880, that one.
Mm.
And
Sorry, I
this,
just have to correct
this
this.
is the
990.
990.
Yeah,
And
bigger fuse.
they
Second.
yeah, 10 feet, extra 10 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But they didn't really work those
Nice
shock
aeroplane,
absorbers.
man.
Beautiful
Really
looking,
good
isn't it?
In fact, I've got a decent. I'll find it for you while you're here. I was coincidentally looking at it last night. XTWA 880 taking off out Mohawk
Oh, we played it last night, didn't we?
with all the black smoke.
We played it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
XTWA. Well, actually, not just
Yeah.
taking off, but the whole pushback and the
Yes,
start-up.
when they were
With the blokes are like, well, he's got no.
Holding
He's
the
always just
engine.
got a pair of shorts on.
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
it.
holding the engines like that, just to, well, not holding them, but checking the heat. Because I guess
Vibration and-
was it vibration or because they
Yeah.
start the engines, but they don't start them as per like
Yeah.
you know the combustion
That's
part
it.
of it. They don't. They have to wait for it to. They must have to wait for it to heat
warm
up.
up.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I think there was
Heating
9
here.
when I went. There was must be 9 or 10 of those there. The guy that owned that area bought the whole lot.
Well, people
He
do.
was an XTWA captain.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And on that, there was another one that I played out. Was one going out of another? It was the NASA one, because NASA had
Yeah,
one, didn't they?
They did.
And they used it for but that TWA one they used for bomb practice or something, didn't they?
There was several, I think.
Yeah,
That
right.
one went to Atlanta, I think.
Oh, did it?
Some training.
Oh,
recently.
okay. Okay.
There was
But-
an FAA one also. Didn't that go into Mildenhall, Mark?
Yeah,
One of them used to.
I think the FAA.
Yeah.
Jerry, do you know where the wide angle
Yeah.
lens is?
What's that?
The wide angle lens.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know, that's what I just said. Do you know where it is?
Can you see me?
You haven't got a cat in that bag, have
Everything
No.
else.
It's my highly modified bag.
Oh.
I'm not going to start all that again.
That's me phone.
Yeah, I know, but
Please
I'm just
show
looking to
us
see.
your
I don't.
Jerry.
I think the wide angle lens is in that pack that's back at the office.
you?
Jerry, show your
From the calf, do you want a fresh bit, a decent bit of bread and butter?
Oh, I'm fine.
You sure?
I'm not that hungry.
That.
We can put
please,
some cheese
sir.
or sandwich.
That looks lovely.
Yeah.
You're desperate trying to flog it.
Do you know what that actually
Why have
looks
you got-
lovely? That
Fresh
does.
Why have you
bread
got-
and butter.
But you know
Why
what?
have you
That,
got-
you
We
make
also
what
can
we
put
had
some-
left over.
We also can put
yeah,
some
when you have a full
water.
English breakfast, you have,
Yeah.
you have bread and butter.
Yeah.
Or
Do
you
you know
have
when we
toast.
especially
Soup. Yeah.
And
That
some
looks
paper.
lovely, that
Have
bread.
it.
Doesn't it?
Seriously, have
There
it.
you
No,
are.
no.
I
I'm fine,
wouldn't
I'm fine, I'm
recommend
fine.
it.
No. But what is amazing was when you put a 321, yeah, up
Yeah.
against a 990
Same
or a
size.
707. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
It is. It's actually
More
bigger.
passengers.
It's actually bigger.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
realise
man, it's
that.
insane when you look at the scale.
Weird.
Let me show you.
Okay, so
Look at this.
I'm not a 321 lover. Anyway.
Regardless of that,
Yeah.
I mean, even a Max or something like that.
No, Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Have you got one with its wheels on?
No, it's, yeah, I can see what you.
Well, I don't need the wheels on it, but anyway. So that's 321. He's landed in a lake. Okay. And here is a 990. Even when you put 707 up against it. But it is amazing, isn't it? You know, when we think back at the old days, and you look at a 707
Yeah.
or even a Coronado, you think of a big aeroplane because it's got 4 engines. But,
At the time they
this
were
is-
big
But they
aeroplanes.
were.
they
big
were,
aeroplanes,
yeah. But look at that. Isn't that insane?
I see what you mean now.
Fatter.
Yeah. Can you imagine one of those with those engines on it?
Well, but you could easily
Yes.
in today's. But these were so probably very underpowered.
They were.
I mean, they're so
I think they
smoky
were.
as well. They were the ones with those inserts in the front.
Yeah,
as
they
well.
don't spin on the
No,
front.
no, they don't spin. They're all static blades, aren't they?
Yeah.
They were actually, those engines were a revised jet engine, weren't they?
Yes,
from
he's okay.
From fighter jets, weren't they? Didn't you
think
say
they
that
were.
yesterday?
Some were.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Not all, but
I
some.
like
not all,
the-
but some.
I like the nose of the Convair actually. Yeah, it's a nice aeroplane. The Spantex ones were regulars.
Look at that, folks. It's a 4-engine jet from the 1960s and 70s. 70s, isn't it, really? Well, actually, no, it was 70s. Wow, look how far back the horizontal stabilisers are.
Didn't one of these break the sound barrier at one time?
Yes, it
Wasn't
did.
So,
The only way they could do it was dive from 32
Yeah.
to 22 or something like
Yeah.
that.
we used to get Swiss Air ones in Heathrow. And there was an Air France one as well. In the silver colours.
That's right.
Leased from somebody.
I think it
wasn't
only came once or twice.
it? Yeah, so,
But yeah.
yeah, it's a good
I can see
comparison.
the
It's crazy comparison,
Yeah,
isn't
I-
it? When you look
What
at
about the 7.0?
Yeah,
in
more or
terms
less the
of
same.
size?
More or less the same. I mean, the 7.0 is probably about the same size. I'd say that, you know, in terms of its, because it never really proved itself, did it? The Coronado.
Don't forget there's shorter versions of the
I don't think it's so much
707
that.
as
I
They only
well.
sold 37 of them, didn't they,
Yeah,
or
I think,
something?
I think the problem is
Yeah.
too much stiff competition and Boeing with their normal underhanded tactics.
Yeah, and because of all the problems that they had with the Coronado, they by the time they fixed it, Boeing had sold bleeding. What's this one here?
The 880 is nice.
It's crazy, isn't it? Because it was actually only in production for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And it was an American company, and it was part of General Dynamics.
Eventually was Denmark.
Oh, did it?
Mm.
Oh, I thought that the Coronado
It
was.
wasn't at the time, but it became part of it later, yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Because it was part of Consolidated Voltaire originally.
Oh, was it?
To see 2 or 3 of them on approach.
Mate. But that's smoking the video.
Yeah,
That's
that
can
was
see the
something else,
smoking.
wasn't
But
it?
they
Yeah.
would they have had water injection?
They
Yeah, they did.
probably
Yes, they
would
did.
have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a
It was the
unbelievable.
water injection that caused most of the smoke. That's why 52.
What?
That's why B52 smoked like that as well. It's also why the old KC-135s used to smoke like that as well. It's the
Unbelievable,
water
man.
injection.
Unbelievable. But what I didn't realise was, and something that I found out from looking at one of the pamphlets that was given to me by that guy who sent a load of stuff down to me, and I made a collage out of it. You saw it. I think it was actually on the BOAC one where where they showed an aircraft on stand and all the ancillary vehicles around it, support vehicles, and one of them, there was the fueling truck and there was the water truck for the engines.
yeah.
So they actually had a separate tank and everything that was fed
Yeah.
from outside.
Like,
I
by
think it was
Because
distilled water.
It had to
wasn't
be
it?
distilled
Oh,
water.
did it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they couldn't pour any water in it. It's
111s
distilled water.
used to use it as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's distilled water.
Unbelievable, that video, man.
I know.
Which was the one that I
It did a
played 2
fly
hours
past,
yesterday.
didn't it? It went
Yes,
round
it
and
did a
came
fly
back.
past, yeah. By which time they warmed up a little bit more and it wasn't so smoky, but it was still bleeding smoky.
I remember the Swiss ones at Gatwick. If we were standing at Gatwick and they coming out of Heathrow, you could see the trails of smoke about 12,000
Yeah,
feet
yeah,
overhead
yeah.
for ages.
But that was the same with like the
Very
CL-44s and
dodgy
stuff
town,
like that, wasn't it? Everything basically
Yeah.
at those days
Yeah.
was really smoky, wasn't it? And not only that, but you could hear them probably for
Oh,
about 5 minutes
sure.
after they'd gone out.
And the Spantax ones were coming into the 80s, weren't they?
Yeah, the last Spantax one I saw at Gatwick was
Definitely.
probably around about 81, 82.
Oh, it was Iberia who had them.
Why don't have
also.
like a heavy
Yeah.
space?
So did
You
SAS.
can
SAS.
rest.
I only remember the Swiss and
I certainly remember the
vaguely
Swiss
the
ones.
Iberia one
I see.
into Heathrow.
That's cool. Yeah.
Wow.
I can extend the other one on top,
Didn't show this last night.
so you can if you want to give another one on top.
Weather radars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
alright,
yeah.
that's okay. What do you think?
Landing at Kai-Tak. The music.
Taking the washing with them.
Get Martin
Yeah.
shot there as well. Just about. Doesn't help with that one.
It does sound like his fucking Deutsch.
Überladen Sie bleiben.
You can leave your bag here.
Are they actually in a
No, I
flight
can't.
on a...
It's
Oh, no,
not
they
attached.
aren't.
No, it looks like
Yeah,
thought
you
it
can
was
leave
a
it here.
simulator.
No,
Oh,
wear it.
cool.
Look at that.
Oh, you need
Yeah,
one.
I mean, really?
No recline.
No. All square and
It's not
Oh,
easy.
brilliant.
it's just about cedar.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when pilots were really pilots.
Yeah.
This is the approach chart.
Yeah, no computer.
No
flight
computer,
plans.
mate. No. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously there's autopilot, but you have to follow it. Okay.
What are they watching?
That's the sim, isn't it?
Certainly looks like it.
Okay. I'm gonna.
It's not some dodgy film.
Not the music.
Music's yeah. Okay, all right.
People will get me wrong.
Jilly's getting all
If you want
hyper.
to see a proper dog,
Last night's was
Show
Joey.
yourself
Last
up.
night's was blocked
Oh.
in certain countries because of 9 to 5.
How do it?
Was it?
Yeah.
what, when you're at Duxford?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dolly Parton doesn't let people in Russia
you
watch
remember, you
it.
could
I
remember.
can't believe it.
Come on, show everybody.
I can't believe the dancing.
In the Denver.
Mike,
Yeah.
show everybody.
I don't dance.
Huh.
Jerry Gamines.
The Denver.
Yeah, it is a Denver, isn't it? Yeah.
And that used to go over the top
I
as
know it
well.
did. Lovely, isn't it?
Screaming, man. Those engines.
Lovely, isn't it? Real aeroplane.
Yeah, man. Watch it just disappear in its own fog.
It does, yeah.
He's a geek off.
I remember at Heathrow, we'd look in the distance, there were about 5 or 6 figures.
That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail.
Big
That's
trails
like
of smoke. Look,
Look at that.
and as usual, it's a ground.
I mean, what about the bloke behind him? It's like,
Yeah, but-
caution,
Yeah, but-
fog.
yeah, but
He's in Cat 3.
Caution, yeah,
But in
Cat
those
3
days, it was
exhaust.
all, they were ground grippers, weren't they? Everything was a ground gripper.
Yeah, it's definitely water injection, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that is.
It's like the B-52.
Yes, man,
Perfect,
yeah. How beautiful is that?
Gone are the
Very
days
nice.
when
God of the
the
days.
proper
God
aeroplanes,
of the days.
proper bloody aeroplanes. We should have them all back, get rid of these bloody modern Airbuses and crap. And
Wow, is that testing? Is that? Oh,
Yes,
it's minimum
yes,
unstick.
it's
Yeah.
scraping his arse.
That's
Yeah.
unstick, isn't it?
That's the one that used to go into
Towel
Milton.
scraping.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the FAA one. Yeah, it's towel scraping.
Oh my goodness me, look at that.
That's clearly a test
That's at
one.
more power.
That's a
yeah.
test one.
It says it on what? No, it doesn't. From the San Diego Air and Space Museum.
That's where the film came from.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That is lovely.
Here we go.
Oh, B-52s, yeah, man.
Yeah, I know about your one.
Last
yeah.
year, look.
Oh yeah.
Was
Oh,
it?
I love it.
Is that you filmed that last year? Oh my god. That's a beautiful photo, man. Didn't you film it?
No, it was that or
Or Ollie.
yes,
Oh,
Proper
yeah.
aeroplane.
But there's the
mate, that's
smoke.
hardcore.
Yeah,
Where's that taken from?
From
Is
the
that
end
at
of
the
the-
road?
That's Fairford,
and
isn't it?
down
Yeah,
the
but is
other
that
end.
the
down
other
the
end?
Oh, the
yeah.
far end, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a
Not-
position?
not-
There's a place where you can
well,
go.
There's a road runs like road down the end of the like it does at Welford. Right west-
No, I know
You
that
know-
one where you can oversee the hangars and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, but,
the other,
yeah,
the
no,
other
round the
end.
other
Yeah, the other
side.
end
Is
is
it?
another
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I
Quite
took
clearly.
the van down there,
It'd be fine.
Oh, if you took the van out down, it would be looking over the fence.
Yeah, there's
But of course, being a
there's-
military airfield, you might be there all day watching the cars
Yeah.
drive.
no, I know. I've been to Fairford a couple of times.
But for the
do it.
few minutes,
It's,
it's worth
you
it.
get less aggro.
Mate, I
down
caught the
there.
U2 going up there.
Yeah,
man.
but
It was
I was saying-
the whole as they pulled him out. He came out
Yeah.
with his spacesuit on, you
Yeah,
know,
that's it.
all yellow and all this stuff like that. Incredible, man.
Yeah.
And all the,
You know why
it was like about 8 feet tall.
Yeah,
and
but-
all the fellas were like that.
Yeah, but you,
high fiving
you,
him.
you
know.
do know why it's a yellow suit, don't you? Because they can't pee when they're up there, so of course the suit's yellow.
The other end is
crazy.
probably better than the end where we would normally
Where normally
go.
you would go, yeah.
Down- You're at.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
the other side, there's no one around. It's
I'm just
always
trying to
deserted
think
up there.
the
Isn't it?
easiest
Is
way
it?
to tell you.
It's always
Yeah,
deserted up there.
yeah.
Well,
Because everyone goes to the Welford end.
I'd love to go.
If you ever go
back there.
that way, let us know if you're over
I'll get
that
right
way
up.
Yeah.
any time.
Yeah.
We'll take you around there.
Give
Um,
Raddick a call then. Give Raddick a call
Where?
if he goes that way.
Oh,
So okay, yeah.
it's. I'm just trying to think. When
You're
the
right,
air
then,
show's
mate.
on, the car parks around there, aren't they?
Yeah, there
And
are.
there's
And
a
the
gate.
and they do parking view that end as
But
well.
there's also a road, like a drive, where you can drive up. It's not a private drive,
That's what
and
they do.
literally go down to the fence.
That's where there is on
But
there.
where those shots are taken from is the road.
Mate, that's an
right at the
unbelievable
end.
shot because obviously from the other end,
Yeah.
the runway goes like that, doesn't it?
Yes.
You can't get right to
Yeah.
the dead centre of it, but that other end,
You could, but it's not. It's
Most of
you're
the
gonna get a
most
bit
of the
that right there.
regulars would go to where
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
were
they
saying
would
where
do,
you
but they'll-
overlook the
yeah,
hangars.
yeah, where everybody parks along the roadside,
Yeah, yeah.
where you've got those bloody trucks that
That's
come
it.
in with
But-
the, with the, you know, with all the quarry
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
The other problem you've got is the fact that everybody goes there.
Yeah.
So therefore you've got to pick your spot, and some which your spot is not
Round
directly
round
lined
that
up.
side, there's very anybody there, or
Aviation.
Right,
I will
aircraft.
less than a
totally, I
handful.
will, knowing that, I
I
will.
can probably show you on there.
He should be, but he's not here at the moment.
But it's worth, when there's when there are visitors like that, it's definitely worth going. But you're sitting, you could be sitting there for ages. That's the thing.
Yeah, I just need to know when
Right.
there's activity with the 52s, because obviously there's stuff goes in there. The U2 goes up
Yeah.
quite often.
Of course.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been able to get on,
No, the
leave it a little while, try again. So
Right.
actually, at the moment,
Right,
she's
you
back
know.
about.
Have they got any? Are they in there at the moment?
No,
Is there-
there's nothing
no,
there.
There's nothing there.
No,
at the
he'll
moment.
get back to
No.
you in due course.
Are you
It's just
on
sometimes
top
doesn't
of
actually-
all of that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, give me your number, man.
So
Yeah,
easy, so
I can
there's
do
always
that.
a
I'll
back.
write it all down for you, and
I'll-
then you.
Well, just
Keep it
give
in
me your number.
You can
No
do,
sooner
yeah.
than
That shouldn't be an
Yeah.
issue, but
Really?
really need to
Yeah.
speak to Paul because they're still
7,
going to get it specially all in, so
six,
we get the
four.
right reg, etc.
Okay.
and it's Paul.
But it can
Just
be
calling
done.
you.
It can be done.
Awesome.
Hello, caller.
Hello, is that Paul?
Yeah.
None at all.
Oh, man.
I'll
Right.
text you
Okay.
if I.
No worries. When as
If,
soon as it comes in, I'll give
and
him
if
a
you're
face
over
up for it.
that way, it's easy to.
I mean, it's a bit of a slap. It's a little bit of a slap, you know, in terms of distance.
Yep.
Yeah.
For me,
Okay,
but
I'll let you know.
but
You might go to Kemble or
I
somewhere like that.
totally. I mean, I go to Lakenheath.
Yeah.
I go to Coningsby. You know, the thing with Lakenheath is it's like clockwork every day, and at 8 o'clock in the morning. The great
Well,
thing with
the first
Lakenheath.
launch is normally at 7:30.
Well, yeah, 7:30, 8 o'clock. But
Yeah.
the great thing is that when you get there, I usually get there like, nice and early. All you can hear is the skylarks and the distant crows and you know the road. You can hear the road, but it's not. It doesn't interfere, you know. But then at 7:30, you know, or 8 o'clock, you hear that.
It's a new airline.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah.
I knew Mark would like it. Hang on, I've got something else to show you, mate.
Oh, okay. I could imagine then.
Yeah, well, just in case we're being filmed. Oh, that was at
You are being
Cardiff
filmed.
the other day.
Yeah, that's ex-Cargo Logic, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're mate. Honestly, I've held out the hand of
You're
kindness.
quiet,
to
Brian. You're
one
right,
man
mate.
I went
so
to
many
St
times.
Athan as well
You're right, mate. You're awfully quiet.
that day, but purely to get
Oh,
some
that's what
photos.
it
It
is.
was a bit of a waste.
Oh,
of
of course you can't get
opportunity.
caught, can you? Because you know.
I would have thought they
That'll
would
be
have,
if Jim
you know,
finds out that you'll
somebody
be
like
done
yourself, they would have done something about getting on the road.
Is your sleep?
What disguise?
What we've
Like
done
you-
there?
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
your sleep?
mate, I've
Because this was cargo.
I've done
Logic,
multiple,
wasn't it?
yeah, I've done multiple shows airside with cargo operators or airports.
Mm.
But the problem with it is, mate, is that you get one person who says, you know what, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Brilliant, yeah, we'd love to do that. And then let me speak to my
You speak
people,
to umpteen
and then you
people,
never
yeah.
hear from them
No.
again because they're lazy bastards, man. Half of them are so lazy, man. All they like is they just want to run out on the airport, take a quick picture, put it on their socials, and then right, I'm done, I'm going home.
Or,
You know?
or you get
Sounds like the
through
rest
to.
of us then.
Yeah, you got to get through to somebody who's got an interest.
Well, luckily,
Yeah,
I've got a
that's
few
it.
people out
Yeah.
there who are, but you know, I've reached out to like the CEO
Mm.
of One Air, you know, who said, yeah, that sounds great. Johnny, my nephew, he's done the same
Mm.
thing. Spoken to their media department, who've said, yeah, this sounds great. We'd really like to do it,
Nothing
and
comes
then
up.
it just you end up
Sure.
really flogging a dead horse off.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, on the complete flip side, we've been invited back to Dubai again.
Cool.
By Emirates.
Excellent.
You know, that's a complete
that was
flip
good last
side.
time,
You know,
yeah,
with
yeah.
so you know, it just people are just not. They don't appreciate the fact that first of all, I do it for free.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
charge
yeah.
anything.
No.
They got full advertising. You know, they can put it on their socials. They can use all the footage absolutely free of charge. You know, but you just can't
The
get
time
people
and
riled
effort.
up about
Yeah,
it. You
yeah.
know, and that's because
the people at Emirates value
Yeah, I bet.
well, the
value
agency
the
for Emirates,
you know
the
your influence that you
agency.
can have,
Yeah.
whereas some other people just aren't interested in a job.
Emirates
They're not
are
interested
smart
in
enough
what
to
they're
work
doing,
out it's
they
good
just do
advertising.
whatever.
Of course
Even
it
if
is.
you're
Yeah.
just filming their aeroplanes flying all day.
Well, it's just this is going to be focusing on kind of like what we did last time with pilot training, but this is going to be focusing on the 350.
Yeah.
You know, on the 350 program.
Yes.
So we're going to go up. The plan is to go to Edinburgh just for
that's-
one day
that's
and
where it's
catch
going,
it coming in
isn't it? Yeah.
and going out, and then flying separately out to Dubai to do a whole piece on
cool.
the you know on the program out there because
Well,
they're
that's-
really committed to it. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I mean, Emirates, like the first time, didn't they? They came to you because of what their pilots had been saying
Yeah.
about Big Jet TV and about
Yeah.
Jerry. You know, like they really listened
Yeah.
to the right people.
Gives them exposure
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
That's
But we
what's
got
all
we
about.
get so many youngsters, man, who come up like I want to be a pilot, like, you know.
I'm a bit worried about your exposure.
And you know,
Well, those days have,
yeah,
those days have long gone.
yeah,
Overexposure.
At my age?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're all
Might be a bit sepia by now.
Good grief. Oh,
We're
what the
terrible,
hell?
aren't
Yeah.
But seriously, if you're ever over that way, then
Mate, 100%. I've been,
no.
you know, I mean, if you want to come up with me,
Yeah, I'm happy.
you know, I can get.
I'm in Swindon. So.
Yeah. That would be great because. So if you hear, because these guys,
You know, I normally let
you
Paul
keep an eye on
know.
everything.
He lets us know as
I mean,
well.
he saw
so-
he ran out of the shop the other day, and he was like, and I was like, what's going on? And he was like, KC 135,
Yeah.
over that way, and it had its gear down. It's,
Yeah.
what's it, 16,000
16,000 feet. But
Actually-
I actually looked at that.
There he
and,
is, look.
I don't think the main
Sparky.
gear was down.
The day I
Brought your
came
sandwiches
back
in?
from the States,
Yeah, brought
you
sandwiches
didn't
and
see a
donuts.
delivery, did
All
you?
the snacks.
Aviana A330 in St Athens.
Mind you, I wouldn't have looked at that. I wouldn't have-
Asia.
330 instant happen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have seen that.
Yeah.
What, 200?
300.
A 300?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
kind of civil, isn't it? You know, it's kind of
Well,
See,
outside
they
my
can't
remit.
convert them, you see.
No.
Well, they can.
Well, I thought it
but
might have gone freight.
Sorry,
but they
guys, I
convert
can't.
No,
to
no,
I
well,
see
they
the
don't
iPad.
convert it because it's not
Yeah.
worth its while. But what's interesting is that the first 777-300 freighter conversion is now
All right,
flying.
mate.
Cool.
Yeah,
Is it flying now?
yeah.
Did you see the...
I know, really.
Sabina.
It's getting it certified.
Are we
wasn't it?
live? Oh,
Yeah, you've been live all the time. What do you think I'm stood here for? Shits and
I
giggles.
thought you were just like coming in for the giggles, yeah.
And holding up a stick. It's pointing at us. It's not a light, you know.
Okay, I've got a question. I've asked this many times and not getting any answers. Do the shop do the old Sabina airline model,
Oh,
please?
Sabina.
Jeanette Baker's asking.
What's the bean?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the bean?
Yeah,
I've seen a
what?
Sabina somewhere.
There's always Sabinas
Which
about,
model?
but, yeah,
I'm
what's
Sure, I've seen a
Sabina?
Sabina. Mind that? Flipping heck, mate.
Well, dude, seriously, I've got like 3 inches of movement.
Sorry.
Sabina, yeah, Jilly. Yeah.
Oh God.
But that's the modern Sabina, isn't it?
Yeah, the old one, the old Sabinas.
It's very unfortunate for her.
There's one here, it's a 320 CEO. But isn't there an old Sabina? I remember Sabinas at Gatwick.
727, 737.
Yes.
Caravels, yeah.
Sabina Caravel, that was it,
They've all
yeah.
been done.
Yeah.
But I bet we ain't got bugger all here now.
Oh, that's a shame. Sabina Caravel, eh? With a Comet front end on it.
Well, most of them did, yeah.
I censored the eye. Very studious or whatever.
Here's a Sabina 747, Jilly.
Shoots and
Oh,
giggles.
it's a 100 as well, look.
Okay, Sabina 707 DC-10.
Sabina 707 or
Ellis says-
DC-10.
That's what Ellis has just said.
They've been done.
Don't know.
The 707 or these.
Well, there is a 74.
That's the proper, that's the Sabina livery that I remember.
I think they've gone.
Have they?
Yeah.
Did I spot the Sabina from radio?
Yeah. Do you want me to read the comments, Jilly, rather than you trying to multitask like that? It's a bit much, isn't it?
That it is. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well,
Well, there was a Sabina
put that away.
340 in here, but it's obviously gone.
Put that away, Jilly.
Sold it.
No. What?
Yeah.
No, do it on the air. Just
No, I
use
don't
that.
like holding an iPad.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't mean to do that. It's just normal.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, that was the one,
If you
Jerry.
did not do
Yes,
it for
there
you.
we go. No,
This
we're
one
good.
here?
We're good. Yeah, the 747.
Hold on. Let me just see.
Oh, God,
Oh, I'm on
you're
the
not
wrong
even
channel.
On the right
I
channel.
know.
No, I can't see nothing.
I've
What
got.
are you
This is the one they want,
doing?
mate. This is the.
What are you doing? Oh my God, just below it, switch account. Just below the logo, switch account. camera. Oh my God, go to your channel. It's there, right there, live, right there at the top, live. Oh my God, just below
Okay.
it, switch camera. Mute! Pause the video, pause
Right.
the video, pause the video.
Okay. Now, right.
You need
okay.
to also switch it to all messages. Settings cog. It's cog. It says top messages.
Right.
All messages.
Oh, I thought they'd taken that away.
It comes and goes on the
Oh,
app.
does it?
That's God knows.
Janet Baker. That's
Jeanette
the one.
Baker, yes.
Is it Jeanette or Janet?
It's it's
Should we get it
Janet
out and
with
show
two
it?
T's.
Does she want us to put it aside for her? Shopping channel. Shopping channel.
I'm okay, thank you.
GP. Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, she's lovely.
Luckily, I'm not a do-gooder.
No.
747129.
You'll do better.
I'm a very do-gooder. Everybody knows around here.
the HF.
You're not civil.
A civil.
Did I show you that?
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Big back in his bed. Big back. There's something funny over there, isn't it?
What's going on?
Let's have a look at that. Yeah. That's funny. There you go. So Janet, is it Janet? I didn't put that on it. That's why.
Thank you, Jordan. Just see the answers there. There she's
Pre-broken by Jerry.
To get that. Somerset will call them. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so she's going to call them. So let
Yeah,
Matt
there
know.
we go.
I thought you wanted to.
Well, they've got a couple of them anyway.
Yeah.
So Jeanette's gonna. Janet, is it Jeanette or Janet? It's Janet, isn't it?
Janet.
Yeah. Someone's gonna
I
call you.
can't read.
Oh, okay. We keep it for
Keep that one for Janet. Yeah.
Okay.
Used to go over the top every day, that.
Did it?
Oh, Janet.
Oh man.
No, Sabina.
See you later, Jenny.
Are you
Your
going?
friend? Where you going?
I see the Janet
Cup
one
tea.
on top of that.
No, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna head off in a bit. Ellis still flies. Yeah, he's. Well, no. Does he or doesn't? I don't think he does anymore.
No, Ellis is retired.
Yeah. Yeah. Careful with the HF.
Good news
antenna. Interesting that
about his mum's house and everything.
what,
Ellis.
good news.
Yeah, I read you it yesterday.
That it's all good.
Yeah.
That everything's.
Yeah.
Good.
The
That's a relief.
evacuation alert is over.
It's unbelievable, those fires, though, man. The destruction is like it's almost like it's like a war-torn area, isn't it? I mean, I basically compared it to almost like the Blitz in London with the burning
Right.
of because the structures were all wooden back then, weren't they?
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of them. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of the German cities
A lot
were
of the houses
were
over there
just
are.
tinder, and it was right through until the
Landed on my foot.
the 1970s and 1980s that they were still rebuilding London.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, you look back at like Minder and the Sweeney, and when they're driving around the streets, there's all corrugated areas, and they chase someone through an old bomb site. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The US has had so
and
much
some of
so
the-
much natural disaster in the last
I know.
year, though. The
Some of
Carolinas with the
flying
floods.
was incredible, isn't it?
Unbelievable, yeah. But DC-10s, 737,
Yeah.
400s or 300s
Yeah.
or whatever they were, crazy, man. Because I mean,
Some great footage.
yeah.
It is. I'm just waiting for one to pile in because with all that, all that
And the
weather,
and the
way they're flying,
is it the
it's gonna
Canadair?
happen.
Is it the Canadair? Well, there was a Herc, wasn't there, a few years back where he was coming in to do the thing and the wing just
Oh,
failed.
Yeah.
Because of the, just because, I guess because of the structure.
Quite a few water bombers have had that while they're actually in the middle of fighting a fire. The wings have come off.
Crazy, man. So I guess all up weight. I mean, really, I mean,
A lot of weight, a lot of manoeuvring.
but the manoeuvring, isn't it? It's the G-forces, literally. Yeah.
Then they send a small aircraft in before just to sort of point them in the right
Yeah,
direction.
plus of
I'm
course,
sure
don't
they.
forget.
Well, we weren't doing any of that.
Heat. Can you imagine the amount of turbulence that
Yeah.
Yeah, totally, man, totally. I mean, the DC-10, wow, what a job they did, man. It's crazy.
Well, they put a fire brake now.
I mean, that's got to be, what, 80 tons of...
That's the only way to fight those fires is fire breaks. There's no point fighting the fire.
That's exactly what I said right at the beginning, man. Like,
Make a
years
big-
ago,
make a
they
big-
should have cleared land.
Yeah, make a big
You
fire
know,
break, and then the
yeah.
first thing you bomb is not the fire, it's the areas and forests at the other side of the fire break,
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
contains it.
Yeah.
This one guy, he was up in the hills and he said he was being interviewed and he said he'd saved his house because he cleared all the brush from around his house, all the farmland. No, we got it. We got 747. Cheers, mate.
Oh yeah. Mark will have one of those.
Yeah.
So, I've won a what?
Yeah, as soon as anything arrives up at,
Yeah.
let me know because
Yeah.
I'm like that.
There's a pretty
I'll
good
go.
rate
Whether it's doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. Let me know. But they regularly have a group come through, don't they?
Yeah.
Either on their way to
4
somewhere.
or 5,
Yeah,
maybe. Or
yeah.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a couple of good places. And I don't think you'd have any traffic issues around.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I have seen another area out the back there because they park up the other side, don't they?
Of course.
Yeah, and I've seen a fence up, a gate up there. But if I
Yeah.
carry on up there, is what
Right
you're
round
saying,
the-
right
round
the
the
way
other-
round the
yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the
Yeah.
safe one.
But obviously it's timing. You know, that's.
And if
That's
people
the
are
thing.
wondering what we're talking about here, we're talking about the B-52s, and we're not talking about the band either. You got a B-52 here, haven't you?
There is one.
Yeah, we
There's
do.
one here, Julie.
High five.
There you go, down here. Look.
Yeah. Oh,
GP.
two.
Because I only run these up here because I'm not using every one, so I
B-52s. Oh, thank you. Oh, did you hear it? Looking at that Trans World TWA constellation.
I think that's the one that's at JFK at the moment.
Well, what's his name? John Travolta.
Yeah.
He's got one for his collection,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
just been fired up. Where was that? I saw that on.
Is that at Abra Valley?
Where did I see
Abra
that?
Valley.
Sorry, right.
In flight, 200 star, 1 hour.
About 140 quid. About 140 quid, Pete.
50p.
Alright, Paul?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, not bad, mate, not bad.
Who was it? Who did I just say? What's his name?
A person? What,
Yeah,
what are you talking
the
about?
film star.
John Travolta?
John Travolta. That's it.
You alright, mate?
All right, fella.
How much did you say for some?
Mia's not here at the moment.
What, 150?
What, around there? So-
Yeah.
I see you got your haircut.
Yeah.
When they're going to finish it?
Oh, yeah.
He broke his braces.
Yeah, there was. Right, let's go
Very
through.
civil looking, what?
Okay, well,
Just
shall we,
the shop's starting to fill up a little bit.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah,
in
yeah.
there because he don't want to be on camera.
Oh, is
Don't
it?
like, yeah, no.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay, right. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. We don't know exactly what we're doing in terms of
Operations.
operations. But we will see you at some point tomorrow. Look out for notices on your Royal Canadian Air Force Rescue. Wow, Lancaster. Is that rear turret?
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Wow. Now that's how you put an old bomber into action. That's fantastic, isn't it? Right, folks, we'll see you tomorrow. Hurricane. I haven't seen that before. That's die cast, isn't it? Wow. Is it die cast? Looks like it. That's great, mate. Right. See you later.
Bye. See ya.